Is there anyone opposed to that course of action? There is none. In reply, Honourable Shane Jones.
Thank you, sir. I understand that 5 illustrious minutes remain available to ensure that all the concerns associated with this bill will be amplified. You may recall, sir, I said that the gauge of sentience will be informed by the quality and the quantity of the votes. Sir, I have a fear that sentience ebbs as it goes to that side of the House, based on some of the sort of indiscriminate rhetoric thrown around in the House this evening, sir. So I just want to remind the House, sir, that no one less illustrious than David McGee, who I understand is standing down from the role, is the current senior steward, along with Dame Beverly Wakeham, of this Ombudsman, and let me say, as a constitutional institution. Now, sir, it might be said that the funding of such an institution is not just a matter for the Labour members, it's a matter for members of the House. But the reality, sir, as we've seen in the course of this debate, the majority of the members of the House, certainly those occupying that side, are obviously, sir, screwing the scrum. They are not interested in dealing with these genuine concerns about the adequacy of the resource base. Now, sir, they might think that this is a way of better conserving resources. But, sir, you cannot run the institutions that report to Parliament as some sort of narrow, commercial, partly privatised entity. They, sir, are organs of democracy. And, sir, their costs cannot be purely measured, sir, in a day-to-day, year-to-year monetary form. Their costs should be associated with the value, sir, that the institution generates by improving people's confidence in the behaviour of the executive. So I want to remind that side of the House, just to show, sir, I am willing to talk about mistakes that happen in earlier administration. Sir, former Ombudsman, Mr. Belgrave, sir, he actually looked into what was perhaps one of the nastiest incidents that I watched, sir, befall a family as a consequence of lapses, sir, of professionalism and diligence from the bureaucracy, sir. And I'm thinking here of the young 17-year-old Liam Ashley, who suffered the worst possible fate, sir. Now, it took the Ombudsman to intrude and to investigate that. Those are the sorts of cases, sir, we should not shy away from funding. I, sir, then go on to an example where I might describe as an unwanted intrusion, where the Ombudsman decided to have a go at quantifying, or getting our side of the House, sir, when we held the benches at Treasury, to quantify the cost of that brilliant policy, otherwise known as interest-free loans. So, sir, both sides of the House from time to time will govern. Both sides of the House realise that the advisers they trust in the recesses of the bureaucracy don't always, sir, deliver goods that enable us to shine in the best fashion in the House, and they should be held accountable, sir, for their actions. And that's why the office of the Ombudsman ought to be adequately funded. This is a device, sir, that enables them, not unlike Crown Law, not unlike, sir, the Audit Department, which I unfortunately know a bit about at the moment, but that's another matter. So both of those have the ability to recover costs. And what I am promoting in this bill is a modest contribution that will enable this august institution to cause the bureaucracy, where it's evident, sir, they've been sluggish, they haven't complied with the law, or they have been, as Mel Smith said, so circuitous that they appear to have broken the law. So that is why I am promoting this particular bill. It is not designed, sir, to create a problem with conflict of interest perceptions. It is an avenue to improve the financial robustness of the office. And I'm very disappointed, sir, to hear from that side of the House that they've taken such a short-term, superficial, very shallow sort of approach and appreciation, sir. But such a shallowness, I accept, this particular day has extended into this very well-thought and well-conceived piece of legislation, because it's shallowness, sir, that has characterised question time today. But I will continue, as is my duty as a parliamentarian, to promote this bill to the House.
Do you have a... Sorry, what...
Sir, I seek leave to table...
point of order.
Yeah, point of order, sir.
Point of order, Brendan Horn.
Sir, I seek leave to table a report by one Adam Bennett, dated the 15th of February 2012, which states that the Ombudsman is under considerable pressure due to lack of funding.
All right, leave us sought to table that document. Is there anyone opposed to that course of action? There is. I shall now put the question. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. Noes have it. Party vote. The clerk will conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 votes opposed.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes in favour.
Green Party.
13 in favour.
New Zealand First.
8 votes in favour.
Maori Party.
3 votes in favour.
Mana.
1 in favour.
ACT New Zealand.
1 opposed.
United Future.
1 opposed.
Any other votes?
The ayes are 59, the noes are 61. The question is not agreed to. Call on members' order of the day number 3.
Local Government Council-Controlled Organisations Amendment Bill, first reading.
Darian Fenton.
Mr Speaker, I move that the Local Government Council-Controlled Organisation Amendment Bill be now read a first time. Mr Speaker, New Zealand has one of the most advanced systems